I was very uncomfortable, and there was a scene where I had to just undress in front of the camera.
But why is consent such a big thing for you? Why for you do you feel like that's the thing where you're like, I have to speak about this more?
Because I've gone through a lot of stuff that was not okay. And a lot of people that I had trusted to protect me did not.
Sure, gents, it's your girl Nokwe, your favorite influencer, podcaster, and presenter, and welcome to today's episode of Up Close and Personal, where we get to know your favorite influencers and celebrities and everything in between. But guys, today's episode is unlocked by Knorr. This is our first brand deal. We thank God. Thank you guys for your support, because now we are here and we can have these brands with us. But shout out to them. We're gonna bring you guys an amazing episode. But guys, obviously today's guest is a superstar. You know when you say, I'm a Netflix star. They just have that thing, man. You've got the leader, the everything. She's just a queen, guys. She's there in Umjolo, my beginning, my end. She's there in the Outlaws. She's literally a superstar. Please, can you guys clap from there for Nirvana? Yay! Yeah, I was trying with that intro, dude. But you are a superstar, hey?
Oh, thank you. You're a superstar. I've been a fan of you before we met.
I was a fan of you before we met too. I think we followed each other.
Online,
and then we just talk each other. Just see, I'm like, I might just go. Yes, we're superstar.
Okay, that's so cool.
But introduce yourself. They must know who you are.
Oh my
God. You must stay in that camera.
Hey guys, name is Nirvana Nokwe from
Thank you.
one Netflix superstar to another.
No, I love that. I love that. But you're good. You're happy to be here.
Of course, yeah. Very happy. Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, guys, obviously you guys know Knorr is obviously doing this episode, and they are unlocking a new campaign called Unlock the Green Flags. So I want to know from your side, what are your green flags in a relationship?
I would definitely say one of them is a man that can cook. And wait.
Dude, if you're trying to bag a campaign with Knorr, please go through other corners. Don't lie on the public platform.
I'm just saying, I think because it just shows how nurturing a person can be to cook for someone. Okay. And also, depending on how good the food tastes.
Like it can make it better.
It can make it better.
Okay, so you genuinely like a partner that can cook, like genuinely?
I think so. I think there's a lot of partners that I've dated that did not cook. I don't even know if they could cook.
Yeah.
How much they did not.
Yeah.
And they were not the one.
Exactly. So if you can cook, it's a bit of a and also I feel like if you can cook, like it's stuff that you've done like with your family, I'm sure, like growing up, like food is a love language. Like if we can cook together, I feel like it has that thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Did your parents like cook together and stuff growing up?
Shame, no.
Really?
No, my mom cooked for me, but my dad really wasn't around.
Okay.
So I think my aunt cooked because she also raised me. She cooked a lot, and I would help her in her catering business.
Oh, so she has a catering business?
Yeah, she did. She had like a rehearsal space for musicians, and she would cook for them. Okay. And then she ventured into like film and TV, cooking for people on sets. So,
wow. Also, cooking is
there, my sister.
So you can also cook then?
Yes, I can.
Are you good?
I am good, and I'm vegetarian. People think vegetarians don't know how to cook. It's all in the flavoring. Shout out, no.
Oh, but how? You don't eat meat?
I don't.
My sister. Why?
I was raised that way.
So everybody at home doesn't eat meat?
It's not everybody.
Okay, majority.
Yes.
Damn. Okay, so you're vegetarian. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's crazy. But that's your green flags. And then what would be your red flag in a relationship, just out of curiosity?
Oh, I love this. Someone who's romantic too quickly, like overly romantic.
You don't like love bombing?
No, babe. I think there's something very sinister about someone trying to get you to attach just to discard you later. Yeah, and that's the pattern.
That's the pattern.
I was reading this book called Psychopathy Free. I forgot who the author is.
Psychopathy Free. I must read it. What does it say?
I'll send it to you. Yeah. But it was basically outlining like abusive cycles and dynamics with people, and like it highlights it in nuance, the love bombing stage, and it made me see a lot of people that I dated before
with love bomb.
Yeah, like it made me look at them like, oh, you, and then more stuff. Like God started revealing more things, and I'm like,
okay. It was like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I must actually read that book.
It's a great book. It's a great book.
Because I also like these psychology books that I feel like they open up your mind. Like I don't know if you've read Attachment Styles. Like it's have you read what's it called? But do you know that
Attachment Theory.
Attachment Theory. Yes. And then you're like, wow, like this is why I do the things the way that I do them. Yeah. Like,
what's your attachment style?
Dude, right now, I think I'm avoidant. But I'm also sometimes like a bit of both. I know they say you can't be a bit of both, but I feel like you can be a bit. Like I think you can. I'm not secure yet, but I'm definitely like avoidant right now. What are you now?
I used to be hectically anxious.
Same.
And then it's like bipolar. It's like going.
I think it depends on who you're with.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But right now I'm pretty secure.
That's good.
Like the last guy that I was seeing, and he wasn't even my boyfriend. We were just like getting to know each other. It. I was very happy with like the pace that I handled things.
Like you did it.
Yeah, and even like severing the ties, it was just like, okay, you're crazy, but but it's peace and love.
Okay, okay, that's good. Yeah. So now you're in a good place romantically.
I am.
But I'll Jolly, no,
not now, not at all. Like I think people DM me wanting to be in my roster. And it's closed.
Done. It's done. Yeah. Okay, but why aren't you dating? Are you just like not in that space right now?
No, I'm not really interested in what's out there, but also just like I want community. I want genuine friends. And I think there've been a lot of times where I dated people, guys in particular, and I wanted community
more than anything.
And then I ended up dating them, and then maybe somewhere I fell in love, but the initial thing was like, I actually just want to be friends.
It was never my intention to be your partner. Now it's like, oh man, now we're here.
Yeah. Now we're heartbroken.
And now you're heartbroken out, and it could have been a good friendship.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, I think when the right person comes, you'll also just know.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but
how many times haven't we known?
No, real. Wait, how old are you?
I'm 28.
You're 28.
How old are you?
Dude, I'm a kid, bro. I'm 28.
Oh, you were
well, I'm actually 23. Oh my god. I said 23. Every time I say this, it feels so weird,
dude. Happy birthday, happy belated.
Ciao. So you 20? Are you turning 29 this year? Mm-hmm. Damn.
Yeah, girl.
You like growing up, eh?
Yeah, I'm grown.
Do you feel grown?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, this year, beginning of this year, I was like, like I feel like, and I don't feel too old. I just feel like I've been through enough things and I've matured enough. Life will teach you things and you'll go through things and they'll make you feel like I've seen the world.
But is there like a very big difference between 23-year-old Nirvana to who you are now?
Yeah, 100%. I think my essence hasn't really changed. I think it's just refined. And that's the beautiful thing about growing up and being authentically who you are. You just refine in that space. That diamond just shines a little more.
Just shines a bit more. Yeah. But does our body really change, like as we get older, like crazy, like the way social media makes it seem?
It does, like.
So it's not a joke.
No, like, and I thought it was gonna hit me in my 30s, but like it just grows, and I know what you'll catch on to what I'm saying.
So my second puberty is gonna come.
There's something like it's like a craving that just it just gets.
Say less. Say less, my sister. Okay.
And your hips get bigger?
Let's do it. Really?
Yeah, your hips get bigger. I mean, mine got bigger. I think it was 2 years ago.
But were you like really skinny and then like they just got bigger?
I had a bum, but wait, girl, are we allowed to talk like this?
Also, me, I'm just going off. I don't know. We can speak freely, just not inappropriately. Okay. But yeah.
So I had a Rhea.
Yes. A Rhea. I went to school. But anyways,
but it wasn't as big. Like I was looking at my pictures just last week, and I was just like, no.
This one.
I got big.
It's the puberty one. Second puberty.
Yeah, this is my second puberty.
Crazy, but I'm sure there's obviously beauty in growing up, and it's not a bad thing. That's crazy.
You're gonna have fun, girl. I'm excited I'm excited to see you at 25. You're 26, girl, you're 28.
It's like in 2 years. That's actually so insane.
I'm very excited for you.
But anyways, girl, I was obviously, our research team was researching you. And dude, I had no idea that your dad was a jazz musician, like, and a big one. Like, Ubek, you obviously, but you don't use your dad's surname.
No, not much.
And I think I now understand why. Like, I don't think you want to, like, people to associate your fame with his. Do you know what I'm saying?
Shame, man. It wasn't even like intentional.
Really?
Yeah, just because I was raised by my mom's side of the family. Socially, I go by Nirvana, Nokwe, and it just sounds nicer. But when, I'm doing acting gigs, I go by my full surname because my parents put both their surnames on my birth certificate.
Okay.
So Nokwe Mselegu. But yeah, I mean, you don't want that to be the conversation all the time.
I believe you. Because it can get annoying.
It does get annoying, but my dad hasn't been the topic for most of my life because a lot of people don't really know who my dad is.
Yeah.
Because I haven't mentioned it.
Yeah.
Until it's his birthday.
Because I was just shocked. Like, I was shook to my core. But I mean, you obviously grew up in a house of creatives.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel like, be honest, do you feel like you are creative, or do you feel like low-key, like, and it's just like your surroundings, like deep down you're just like a nipple player, or like you actually are a creative?
I'm a lawyer.
Deep down?
Yeah.
To your core?
Maybe not so much. I am a creative, but I'm a lawyer. Like,
are you for real?
Yeah, I'm a politician.
So if you weren't doing what you're doing now, do you honestly feel like
I would have ventured into that arena 100%. And even like in terms of the friends that I have, it shows.
Oh, it shows.
Yeah.
So your friends are not creatives?
Not all of them. Not all of them.
Majority?
I think the ones that I've had for decades, they're not.
Wow.
Yeah, they're not creatives at all. They are lawyers.
Corporate baddies.
corporate babies.
That's telling, hey?
Yeah, it is.
So do you feel like it obviously influenced your upbringing, or like it was just a thing of like the corporate chapter was never brought up, or it was just like, I don't know.
I definitely think that when I matriculated, my mom was scared for me to take a gap year. So she was just like, go get this 1-year certificate at the Academy of Sound Engineering.
Okay.
But it was for screen arts and television. And I wasn't even, there for acting because they didn't offer acting classes.
Okay.
I was there to study to be behind the camera. So vision mixing, editing, camera operation, directing.
Producing?
Yeah. Basically, that's what I was trained for. And then I started working for Coal Stove Pictures, and they produced Africa's first dance movie called Hear Me Move.
Okay.
And yeah, I worked for them, was at school, got an agent, was doing my acting, commercial stuff. And then, I kind of just went with it. I just never stopped. And I didn't even, I would say like behind the screen was a challenge for me. I think I am talented, but when I own my own, when I'm in charge of how I shoot the film or how I do things, I think it's better. I think there's just certain personality types that
you just don't gel.
It just doesn't work out, and that's okay.
No, it is okay.
Yeah.
So wait, so after you finished your matric, so you didn't go to uni, you just went into the acting, and then it kind of just like just took off.
And that screen arts
and the
television.
screen, and obviously being behind the scenes. Oh, okay. So you just kind of went through the vibe, and obviously now you are here where you are today. So you're saying that you struggled. Some personalities just doesn't work. Do you feel like have you done any projects on your own?
I have, I have
Which
a short
one?
film called Sexgregation on YouTube.
Sexgregation.
Yeah.
What is it about?
It's basically about the segregation of the sexes. Basically highlighting some of the things that we spoke about earlier.
Yes.
Like, I don't want to say intimate partner. Yeah, it is intimate partner abuse, but like the nuances of like being gaslit by someone that you really trusted. So just highlighting consent. And I think I'm a big consent advocate, as some people may have seen recently on social media.
Yeah.
Like, that's just who I am. I'm always going to talk about consent and how important it is for people to understand it and the nuances of it, because shame, EEQ, is like...
It was very low. Extremely low. I always say, like, I make a joke with my friends that like the average person is not very smart. Like they're just not, and even emotionally they're just not smart. Like we're not there. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh damn. Okay, so you did that project by yourself, and it was what you envisioned, and you got what you wanted.
Yeah, I did it with some friends of mine in varsity.
Okay.
Sadile Shangu actually was there from Harurun.
Okay. Oh, I know him. Shout out.
He was there, and I was meant to get Tabang Molaba, but
why didn't you get him?
Something happened. I don't know. It was a casting thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a casting thing.
Okay.
And he was just like, nah. And I was like,
Tabang didn't want.
And it wasn't even because he didn't want to. He wanted to be a part of the project.
Yeah.
I think there was just a disagreement on which character, and I completely get where he's coming from.
Like if you don't want to play a certain person.
Yeah, no, and I completely get where he's coming from.
Okay. So he's supposed to be a part of your segregation.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, but you still had a superstar. Sandile was great. He's doing a good job. He's pushing.
Have you seen that short film he did?
Which short film?
It's in Spanish.
It's even in Spanish.
Yeah, it's like
Espanol.
Something. Oh my gosh, what's the name of that film?
It's with
Thandile Nkosi, and
I must go watch it.
He's like a psychopath who kills his girlfriend, and the whole scene plays out in the therapy room.
Is it good?
It's so good. Like, he killed it, and he's like busy slowly but surely confessing, and we're trying to figure out if he killed his girlfriend or if not.
Okay, please don't tell me.
Oh, sorry, girl.
Did you really tell me? I'm not gonna watch this episode, so I know. Did you really tell me?
No.
You didn't tell me?
No.
Okay. Are you sure you didn't tell me?
No, I didn't.
I don't know if you're acting. That's the thing.
No, don't worry.
Don't tell me. I want to watch it now.
I'm not telling you.
Okay, I'm gonna go and watch it. Then I'm gonna come back to you.
Yes.
But that's a very interesting role. Wait, just out of curiosity, like, would you ever do something like that? Like, act like a psycho? Like, would you want like a role like that?
Yeah. Not right now. I mean, maybe in the future, but no.
Why not now?
I don't know. I feel like I'm in a bit of a spiritually delicate space. Yeah, and I take my work very seriously, and I cover myself in God's light when I'm working, because sometimes your character's story can blend with your own personal life in a weird way.
That stuff does happen.
Yeah, it does. And so that magic space is sacred. So I don't even think it's a readiness thing. I mean, I would play something like Angelina Jolie as kind of was a Tomb Raider in Tomb Raider. I would do something
like action.
Yeah.
But things that are gonna like mean too much mental. Not right now.
No, I don't think so.
Because it does take a toll.
I think so.
Have you played any character in any of your projects where you feel like that person kind of stuck with you for a bit longer than you wanted her to?
Yeah, I mean, with Sihle on Outlaws, definitely it was interesting because I lost a cousin in the first week of us shooting Outlaws.
Right.
And I lost a grandfather, Outlaws grandfather. And my cousin's name was Nandi.
Who was also?
No. My cousin's daughter's name was Nandi.
Okay.
And my mother's on the show, her name was Nandi.
It was just too much is coming to me. It's just too.
And my dad on the show was Beggy, and my actual dad's name is Beggy.
No.
I'm telling you.
Hell no.
And the person who was acting as my father, he's a Pisces. My dad is a Pisces.
No,
so it was just
there's too much alignment.
It was like, I don't know if I like this.
It's a bit too real.
Yeah. So she stuck with me, and I just started to notice certain patterns happening that Sihle was going through, and I was just like, okay, I need to do like an energetic break fast kind of thing.
Because that character was now part of your life. But how do you break from a character, dude? Because I feel like, especially when they're so different to you, or because obviously I feel like you have to find commonality for you to complete the role. But how do you break from that character? Because it's once again, it's a spiritual thing. Like, I don't know, like actors will understand. How do you break from that?
Shucks. I think there is a level of professionalism that, you know, like there's a line that you need to draw between the character and you.
Yeah.
And I think with time that you're able to clearly define that line. But spiritually, I would say I pray like a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, so prayer is like very, very fundamental in that journey of just like breaking ties with the character. And I also do something called theta healing, which is like, it's like a therapy of sorts, but you do it in God's love and light, and it's quite interesting.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so I think that helps a lot. And the practitioner that I go to, her name is Heather. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she helped me break ties with that character.
Damn, because it was deep now.
It was deep, it was.
Because you also played it for so long.
I did.
You know?
It was like 3 months, but it was like 3 months of
being one person every day. But when you were shooting Outlaws, out of curiosity, like, dude, how long do you shoot for? Like, what are shooting hours like?
I was up, I think, about 16 hours.
What?
Yeah, because you have to factor in travel time, but we're shooting 12 hours a day. And
you shoot for 12 hours?
Yeah.
Non-stop?
I mean, you take breaks, like breakfast, lunch.
You
can
my
take
sister,
a nap there. It's strenuous for a lot of us. I mean, especially for crew. Oh,
so you feel like they feel it like a bit more than you guys?
I wouldn't know if it's more, but we all feel it. But I can tell like the physical strain
of holding that camera and
and waking up and being the last to leave the set because you have to shut down the set. So it is quite strenuous, but I think actors take physical and mental strain. Depending on how much their character demands.
Damn. So you guys would do your 12-hour shoots, and you were shooting Outlaws in KZN, eh?
KZN as well as Magaliesburg.
How was it though? Did you enjoy being in another area, or like?
I loved it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I mean, Outlaws was definitely the story that I always wanted to tell, and the character that I was hungry for. It's so crazy because I was leaving agency, so I didn't have an agent when I got the role of Usihle.
Okay.
I was called by Ukinele Matidze, and she's like, "Girl, pull through. Let's audition you." And it, you know, I got that audition because of Flavia Motsitsi, and a commissioning editor, and she was a commissioning editor of Outlaws. And so when I was speaking to Colin from Contractors, who was going to be my new agent, just a few weeks before the audition, I was like, I'm really hungry to play a character like this, that you know, she's Zulu but she's modern, and I want to show people that I can be that person, because I feel like people typecast me a lot.
I was you're stealing like my whole question thing, hey? Like you're stealing all of them, like everything. But continue. You're feeling like you'd been typecast.
Yeah, and I was just like, I really want to show my range and represent, you know, an aspect of young Black girls in this country that hasn't really been touched. You know, like, we're so multifaceted. Like, we can go to Emakaya and be those girls, and we can also be
the rich girl in Joburg.
The rich girl in Sandton.
Like it's possible.
At the same time.
Yeah, it's simultaneous. They can work together.
Yeah.
Okay, so you wanted to just portray that girl.
I did.
And then you got it.
I did.
So wait, so did they audition other people, or you were the only one?
No, they did. The auditioning process was like long.
How long was it? Do you remember?
We went through, I think, 4 rounds.
Damn.
Yeah, so first it was 4 or 5 of us. No. First there was a long line of us. Then it was 4 or 5.
Okay.
Then it was 2 of us. Then it was just me. And even then it wasn't confirmed. Yo, you see my sister there? I was just like, I don't even know if I got the job. And everyone's like, you got the job. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I got the job. And they're like, you got the job. You're the only one here. I'm like, it's not confirmed.
Wait, are you able to say who else was there? Like, just out of curiosity. That we might know.
Who was there? I mean, we did a chemistry read with Leruo, Tembinkosi. I did a chemistry read with him. That was cool.
Was he already cast before?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was already cast. Now they're trying to see if you guys can.
I think so.
Oh, lit. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm trying to think who else was there. Yo, my mind is going blank. But my uncle on the show was there.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a lot of people there.
Yeah, but it was a very long and tedious process.
Very long.
But in the end, you got it. So we thank God. Was that like your first big role?
That was my breakthrough role.
Your breakthrough.
But it wasn't. Yeah, I've been doing this for 12 years.
Yeah, I want to know that now. So you're saying you've been doing this. What projects did you do before? And you were saying you feel like you're a typecast. Were they making like the pretty girl next door type of vibe, or what?
It's not even that. It was just, I don't even know how to describe the typecasting. I was cast very young, and it's because I looked very young. So school.
You do look young.
Yeah. So school kid, and it was understandable. And it was before I had braces. So I think having braces also changed my look.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
So you used to do a lot of school kid roles.
Yeah, so there was like BBC Family. We did this show called Quarks.
Okay.
And it was basically for the UK market mainly.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm trying to think, there were a lot of short films that I've done.
Okay.
Lots of that. It's a comedy show for SABC One, Generations. It was like a short little stint.
And something.
Yeah. So it's been like, when I look at the work that I've done on my CV, I'm like, okay, girl, you worked. Yeah, you've done this for a very long time.
You've been pushing, but obviously it sometimes takes a bit of time to get that breakthrough, but it's a matter of time.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So what would you say like to people who want to act? Because dude, like clearly you've done it for a while, and you've also, let's be honest, like did your parents kind of connect you in a way?
No, actually, if anything, with my mom, I got her into agencies.
Really?
Yeah, my mom started modeling because I was like, girl, go to My Friend Ned, go to Gayno for acting, have 2 agents. Yeah, my mom got roles. Like, someone would come and email her and be like, we want you for this specific role, like on Shaka Zulu. And I'm trying to think what the other one was.
Wait, Shaka Ilembe?
No.
Oh, Shaka
the
Zulu.
original Shaka Zulu.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. And then I'm trying to think what it wasn't Arnold Schwarzenegger. There's this other guy, this other German.
Vin Diesel.
No,
nothing. I don't know, girl.
Anyway, but yeah, she just got them. I was the one who had to work and audition. So when my mom was like, I actually want to start acting again, I was like, okay, this is what you need to do. So no one's ever connected me. In fact, if anything, my family name has made the industry a lot more hostile for me.
Deep, because I would have thought like just something. And I'm a firm believer in nepotism. If it works for you guys, use it. You know what I'm saying?
No, nepotism has never worked for me. And I think a lot of people in the creative space who have big family names can attest to the fact that it can be difficult.
Makes it a bit harder.
In South Africa in particular. Like the rules aren't the same as the US. I think in the US, someone can speak for you and you can have something happen. But like, I've never had that experience.
Damn, so you've just had to work just as hard as any other person.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a lot of work. But I think it's still good.
Yeah.
I think it's still good at the end of the day. And I wanted to just ask you, so you have been working with agencies. So how do you feel like agencies have done a good job for you representing you?
Yeah, I have to, give credit to all of the agents that I've had. Gaino, Elysian Management, Contractors, and now I'm with ONS Management. We just started our relationship. So yeah, agents do work. I think what's important is like the chemistry that you have with that agent.
Because wait, sorry to interrupt you. Did they assign you an agent in the agency? Or they just sent you the group email?
Yes, it's basically people for specific departments. So there's agents for the commercial departments and they get commercial briefs, and then there's agents. Film, TV agents, and then there's theater.
Okay, so, continue.
I think what's important is the chemistry that you have with that agent. That impacts a lot. And I think in general, relationships are important.
Yeah.
And so you'll find that you date a guy and perhaps your life is going down, down, down because the nature of that relationship is, tumultuous, unkind, whatever it is. And then you break up with that person and then doors start opening up. So
let's ask yourself why.
It's very similar with agents. You need to have a good relationship with them or else things don't move, and it is quite spiritual.
No? And now you're with your new agency, you just arrived there, so hopefully things will go well. But what do you feel like agencies can do better for creatives?
I think agents could listen a little more to the people on the ground, which are the actors. I think it's very hard in general to manage the relationship between the client as well as your clients, whom you're trying to get this job or negotiate the job for.
Yeah.
So it is quite a tricky position, but something happens when you stop talking to your actors like human beings and you stop being invested in what's going on with them, because what's going on with them behind the scenes is impacting their ability to show up. And so I think agents need to do a better job across the board of being more invested and being able to listen to what the actor is saying, whether they've booked a job or not. You need to prioritize that person and respect that person beyond, the job that they can afford you at that time. And those little things make such a huge difference. And I see the nature in which agencies, I have friends in the US who are actors, and I see the nature of the relationships they have with their agents.
Is it very different here?
It is.
So what are we doing wrong then?
I think it's an industry thing. It's a South Africa thing. There's something fundamentally skew about the way in which South Africa operates. So I can't even say it's an agent problem.
It's just industry.
It's just an industry issue. Even with actors, agents complain about certain things that actors do, and it's just a lack of regulation and how this constantly different rules for different things. Like we don't have a set standard for anything in South Africa.
Even, I was part of Actor Spaces, dude, and then when they were telling us that we don't really, I know we have SAGs, and is it SAGs? Not SAGs.
Yes, Saga.
Yeah, we have Saga, but we don't really have like rules as well. Like there's no this is the standard salary for an actor.
No.
This is what the basic salary, this is the whatever. Those are such important things because then you take advantage. And the worst part of it all is, for example, if I'm saying to come do this movie, I'm giving you 5,000. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
but then guess what, ne? You say no, there's always someone that's gonna say yes.
That's real.
So the movie's gonna happen with or without you. So I feel like there needs to be, I don't know what type of movement needs to happen. Like,
and I mean, Saga is fighting for labor rights because we don't have labor rights, and we're trying to, because we're essentially booked as contract workers. We're not employees.
You're not employees.
So that's the fight that Saga is fighting for. Like, hey, make us have labor rights so that we can bargain and negotiate better.
Because you don't get PAYE, you don't get medical benefit.
I mean, with your 25% tax that's taken from each and every gig that you get, each and every year you can recoup that money from SARS.
Oh, okay, so you can get, okay.
But it's not going to be the full amount.
Yeah.
And it depends how much you made in that year. Like, the more money I made, the less I got. And I was so girl.
Tragic.
It's so tragic.
Yeah, but it's something that needs to happen. Yeah. So what can our industry do better? Because I mean, you've spoken about the agencies, about listen to the actors, but what can the industry, what is one thing you're just like, if we just improved in this, there'd be a big difference?
It goes to just basic respect.
Respect.
People don't respect each other. People play funny power games on the ground, at the top, from the top to the ground, from the ground to the top. It's pity, and it's unnecessary, and hostility breeds dysfunction. There's no space for functionality. There's no space for you to be able to work, earn your money fairly, and in a sustained, safe way, when there's hostility present, even if the rules are there. I mean, I'll make an example of the Bible. The 10 Commandments are there, Sana,
follow them.
But are we, like, girl, you know what I'm saying?
I get you.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things where if we as an industry have a lot more camaraderie, and we stop punishing people for being human beings, and we stop punishing people for the positions that they're in, because we do a lot of that. We're very creative in punishing people, and I think we need to stop doing that. And a lot of people try to, address their childhood traumas within the work that they do. And also just the traumas that they experience in life in general. And it's not healthy. So that line is important, I think, just personally. I think that's something that we can actively change without needing the government to do that.
It's just an us thing. As the industry.
But the government needs to show up.
Yeah. A lot more.
Yeah.
A lot more, ne? Crazy, but it's somber. Hey? It's deep. I think it's actually a deep topic. Like, I don't think enough actors speak about it, to be honest. I don't think you guys speak about it as much as you should.
I mean, I get it. Like, a lot of actors are trying to just make their money, do their work, do what they're passionate about, make ends meet, succeed where they can.
Yes.
And sometimes speaking out, I've experienced it. Speaking out doesn't always get you where you want to go.
Doesn't.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, I don't even think the other game works for me. So I think just in my personal journey, God has just been like, you know what you need to be and what you need to do for your doors to open up. And you don't need to follow other people's rules and weird games to get to where you need to go to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, girl.
But anyways, now, obviously, I think for me, this is your biggest role up to date.
Yeah.
The one on Umjolo,
Yes.
my beginning, my end. Dude, how did you get that role, bro?
Oh, I auditioned. I was still with contractors, so I auditioned and stayed in class. It was so intimidating because the producers were there and the director, one of the directors. So I was just like, hi, Sis Coco. Hi, Mr. Fix.
Oh my God.
And I did the audition, and I was actually auditioning for the Miss SA role for the fourth movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you didn't even audition for your own position?
And then I also tried the other one.
Oh, okay. So you
I
were
tried
happy
two.
with...
I was like, I'm probably going to get this one.
Damn.
I was like, I'm probably going to get Miss SA. Maybe.
God had a bigger plan for you?
Yeah, and I'm so happy because actually I spoke to someone at Stained Glass who were having a celebration and drinks.
Yeah.
And they were like, girl, and I'm sorry to say this, girl. I know who you are. I'm not going to mention your name. But she was like, I'm not meant to show you this, but remember that dinner that we had? And she reminded me of a dinner that we had years ago.
Yeah.
Like before I started acting like for real.
Okay.
And she was like, remember we were with this person and you were telling me that you wanted to act and things like that. And when we were sending through our suggestions, I just remembered your spirit, and your spirit was fit for the role.
Oh my gosh.
And the fact that you could sing, and the fact that you had so much depth. And then she was like, you were the suggestion from the very beginning.
What?
And I was like, girl, I couldn't even remember that we had
That was
dinner.
like years
ago. And I'm like, and I didn't even know she was working with stained glass.
Nah, dude, that's
it was
that's
so
God.
crazy. And I was just like,
that's God.
And I cried.
That's
dude.
God.
I cried in the middle of the club.
That's God.
I was like,
some things were meant for you.
And she was just like, yeah, girl, I wasn't meant to share this with you, but you should know. And it's because I was feeling so somber before my movie came out. So I was just like,
why were you somber?
I think, man, I just wasn't sure where I stood with the industry. And I was just like, it just feels so hostile. I don't even know if this industry loves me. I don't know if it hates me. I don't know if people are for me, people are against me. Like, I don't know where I stand.
A lot of mixed emotions in terms of like your placements.
Yes, my placements. And so she was essentially saying that as a word of affirmation to be like, girl, don't worry. Like, there's people who are for you, there's people who are against you, but there are people who are for you.
The right ones are seeing you. Clearly, you're on Netflix. Like, that's different. Yeah. So please me to be concerned on this episode, actually. No, like, I'm so happy for you. But dude, also like, obviously, that thing does have a lot of fornication. Like, it does. I'm gonna be honest. Dude, where do you gather the confidence to shoot that scene? Like, we once had Rosemary, and she explained like there's like a lot of theatrics, you know, they put like a ball in between.
Yo,
like,
I saw Rosemary's
did you see on TikTok?
No.
What?
On her show. Oh my gosh, please help us.
I know it.
I love that show on Netflix.
No, I love it too.
Oh my gosh, no.
Blood, not blood.
No, it's not.
Savage Beauty.
Savage Beauty. I saw those scenes.
I know. I thought they were fornicating fully. I was like, nah, these two, they're doing the dirty.
I, as an actor, thought they were fornicating.
You were like, this one, literally, I know what it is. Dude, you did the same. So like, how did that same? Do they do the same thing of
exact same thing?
What?
Yeah, girl. Yeah, it's very rehearsed. Robots.
It's choreography.
Yeah, it is choreography.
Fully from start to finish.
Fully choreographed.
Where's improvise? No improv.
So the thing is, you basically discuss what your parameters, your safe parameters are that they can touch.
Okay.
And how like intensely they can touch.
Right.
And then you discuss your red zones. So there's if someone doesn't want to be kissed on their neck, you
do
don't
not
go
kiss
there,
me. Okay.
You know? And usually those things like, you know, what you want to show on screen, you have to write those things down.
Like, so you write it down before?
Yeah, like there's a checklist. Are you comfortable showing this? Are you comfortable showing that? And then, basically there's a coaching, and you basically get used to each other's, I guess, physical bodies.
Yeah.
And the intimacy coordinator is there, and then you're basically able to develop a language with that person to be like, oh, this is too much, or this is my red zone, or no, you can touch at this degree.
Okay.
And then when you actually do the thing, you cross-reference with the person. Are you still comfortable with this, that? And they'll say, I'm not comfortable with this today, but we can do this. And then you work it from there.
Girl.
Yeah.
But like, so like, obviously you're used to it. So like, did you feel uncomfortable like when you're shooting? Because now your titties are out. Like, I saw your like, you know what I'm saying? Like how was it like?
So
like
funny.
no, because I'm just like, dude, I respect it. I'm like, I don't know how you can do it. Like, were you comfortable now? Like, because you got the whole set watching you. Were you comfortable?
Yeah, I mean, I was very uncomfortable, and there was a scene where I had to just undress in front of the camera. And it, because the camera essentially was his POV. So I'm busy doing it, and I'm so uncomfortable.
And I'm
just like but it came out so beautifully.
No, it did. It was
just like, oh wow.
Yeah. I don't want to say it was a good scene because I don't watch those things. But it was a well orchestrated scene.
I think it was. And Zuko Dada, our director, was so he handled that so beautifully.
Like, this is work.
Yeah, he handled it so beautifully. The intention came out correctly. The people that were working with, like the crew, was so respectful. So I mean, you can't not be nervous, but like, I was surrounded by good people. Okay,
that's a very good thing. But you enjoyed filming the movie.
Yeah, I did.
You enjoyed it a lot.
I loved Durban. I love Stained Glass. I mean, it was such a joy working with them. So yeah.
And they took good care of you guys.
They did. Yeah. Okay. Netflix productions are.
It eats.
different.
Yeah, standard. Something.
Like
we don't know what.
They know what's going on. They know how things should happen. So I'm very, very,
That's
very
good.
happy.
Something to take note of for the industry, to say, guys, we've worked with Netflix and hey, it's different this time. We eat croissants. Do you know what that is? But what did I want to ask you with Umjolo? Oh, yes, dude. This is, you don't have to answer if you don't feel safe answering. Yes. This is something that I found, like a lot of people felt like the whole Jolo series was just very sex orientated and was encouraging a lot of cheating. Do you feel like that was the case? Like you I don't know if you're allowed to have your honest opinions. I don't know. Like,
I think so.
Yeah. Like, do you think they did too much?
No, I mean, I definitely get people have different palettes.
Yes.
And temperaments in terms of sex scenes. Hey, like there were moments where I was just like, oh wait, Jehovah, like I was just like, oh, like it's going there.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was gonna be that intense. But I think the film showed the climate of Umjolo in South Africa as truthfully as they could. There's a lot of nuances, especially, I mean, people have their say about Gone Girl, but like I really enjoyed that because Gone Girl, which was the first film, it really showed about in terms of their delusion and their desire to control and manipulate the people that they're dealing with romantically. And that's the foundational thing that was being highlighted, because I don't think we've seen it like that, especially in a South African context, where you see, two brothers juicing each other to continue their nonsense. They literally
they were pumping each other, saying, "Hey, my brother."
He's just like, I'm just doing this for now. I'm acting and behaving like this for now. And then when she starts to calm down, I'm gonna go back to my way.
Oh, dude.
And that's how it happens.
Okay.
That's how it happens. So I mean, like, and Sibongiseni Shezi is just such a phenomenal actress. I want for her. Yeah. I want her to win a bathtub.
Nah, she kind of ate
that.
She kind of ate.
She ate that.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. So I think it just showed the climate of where we're at. So I don't think it was an aspirational film at all.
Yeah.
I think it was a film or films on reflection on where we're at.
So you feel like it was a thing of like, they're not saying, guys, this is the standard. They're saying, guys, this is what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna show you what you're doing from raw. This is exactly what you're doing.
Yeah. And people don't like that.
Yeah.
People don't like being told when they're wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny because that's how you catch the fish. You stir up the water and it's just like, oh.
I'm like, when you say it like this, I understand that it's that thing of, I just showed you guys what you are doing.
And now
now you are fighting me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think, dude, your acting career is really thriving. I really hope we see you in more projects. Do you have anything coming up soon?
No, I'm just focused on the Connect Supper Club right now.
Like, that's like the biggest thing. Like, that's your. Yeah. But now singing, bro. Dude, I was watching a trending essay interview of you from 2018, and you went there. Guys, she was so cute. I watched the performance. I was like, nah, this girl is so cute, bro. I watched you. And dude, you've always been very pretty. That's one thing I'll say. You've always been pretty. But dude, why are you not pushing the singing as much as you push the acting?
This year, I promise I'm coming out with music. Like,
are you?
Girl, you ain't gotta look at me like that.
Cause I'm like, dude, like, was it just a thing of like acting just took off so quickly, or like you just put so much into it that you kind of like not let go, but I'll come back to you?
It's not even that. Well, yes and no. I'll say that I really believe God is my ultimate manager.
Facts.
And so at the end of the day, like, when there's a season for something, I focus on that, and then when I go back to what I need to, I do. But like, I am recording music at the moment.
Good.
Yeah, girl. So when I release, I'm gonna invite you to the listening session.
I will be there, please.
Yes. So there is music in the works right now. It's something I didn't want to mention because so many people have been like, girl, when's the music coming? And it seems like I'm just lying and saying it's coming. And
but it really is.
It really is.
Okay.
I'm working on some very, very special stuff.
Are you thinking of dabbling into piano? Are you gonna do R&B? Like, what can we expect from you?
It's so crazy because my cousin, she's a DJ in New York.
Right.
And her name is A Cutie.
Okay.
And so she sent me like 4 piano tracks 2 weeks ago, and she was like, girl, would you hop on this? And I was listening to it. I was like, yeah, okay, we can try that.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's see. So, I mean, it's not even those aren't my songs.
Okay.
Those are a friend of hers songs who's also a DJ. So I mean, we'll see. I'm definitely keen for collaboration. There's a bunch of producers and DJs that I've hit up, and I was like, yay, wait,
let's do a real thing.
Yay. And one of my favorites, I'm not gonna call him out, Cairo.
Cairo.
We still have a studio session.
We gotta make it happen.
Yeah, he's touring a lot. So I mean, he heard my jazz song that I performed on Umjolo.
Yes.
Called Lost.
Yes.
And he was like, girl, we gotta work. I definitely want to work with more people like that.
You should.
Yeah.
You should definitely. I just hope we see the music. But outside of that, like, I know you also do a bit of philanthropy.
Yeah, kind of.
Yes. Tell us about that.
I mean, shucks, I don't know where to begin. So my family had an organization called Amachiga Youth and Children Arts.
Okay.
And so they basically mentored children in the township through arts and culture and administration. And this started in Guamashu in like the 1980s. And it was my grandparents as well as my mother's foundation. And so they moved to Johannesburg and had a few branches. Also in India, funny enough.
Okay.
So we did a lot of like cultural exchange with different countries in the continent, outside of the continent. And every Saturday we were training. Every single Saturday we were training in the arts, in culture, in understanding our indigenous roots and like learning how to like make instruments from deep KZN.
Beautiful.
So I got a lot of my training from there, but I also got a lot of my philanthropic heart from there. I would say, I think my advocacy work in terms of consent and changing and transforming the industry comes from that experience. And just seeing what people have gone through and hearing their stories.
But why is consent such a big thing for you? Why for you do you feel like that's the thing where you're like, I have to speak about this more?
Because I've gone through a lot of stuff that was not okay.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that I had trusted to protect me did not.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that it happened that way, but the older I grew and the more I interacted with those structures or with those people, I started to realize that those people didn't protect me because they were also not protected. And so they're also essentially trying to survive this monster of a culture that lacks consent, and respecting the consent of people. So my work in this lifetime is educating people on that. And I hope that both women and men are able to get in touch with their humanity a lot more and just become a little more sensitized about the things that they're comfortable with and that they're not comfortable with. Because I can guarantee you, I've seen a lot of men be violated in ways that they had to stomach and say, it's because I'm a man.
So even the girls.
Like I've had friends who've told me, to you, it's violation. To me, I'm a man. Like, I don't get violated. Men don't get violated. And so that culture and that lack of sensitivity and that lack of, like, acknowledging, the humanity of the other person that you're dealing with is something that I care about deeply because everybody wants to be respected.
Facts.
Yeah, so that's my huge focus.
No.
Yeah.
Just pushing, guys, we need to learn consent. Like, this stuff is really, 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 really important.
Yeah, and yeah, just you can see when someone's uncomfortable and they don't know how to say anything. They're just like stomaching it in because they want to survive, they want to be accepted. And it shouldn't be that way. I mean, we come from such a hectic past, guys. Like, why are we perpetuating this in other more plausibly deniable ways that are subtle, that are,
Hey, when it was plausibly deniable.
Yeah, girl.
Like, he's giving, I went to school. No, I like that. I think it's a different type of it's GBV basically, but not really. Like, it's just about consent. It's the way it starts. Just if we can respect that yes or no, we can make such a big difference.
Yeah. And I think when you deny your own humanity, you'll deny the humanity of another person. So if there's an aspect of you that you treat like a robot, you're going to expect that from the next person. And that's the issue.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
But what do you feel like? Do you feel like you have any regrets so far into your career, in your life? Like, and what are things you wish you maybe knew, and that you know that if you had a child or a friend, you'd be like, dude, do this differently. I know what I'm speaking about.
No regrets.
Yeah.
But okay, well.
Okay, let's not call it a regret. Let's say, I just wish I knew this, but it's fine. I went through that so that somebody else doesn't have to.
Okay. Specifically in my career.
Whenever, wherever. It's your life. It's your show.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think in terms of dating,
yeah,
I think I'm in a space where I wish I had the backbone and the confidence to say, I'm actually not interested in you in that way.
Same. But continue. It's my biggest week. I can't say no. Not say I can't say no. I can't.
Yeah.
I feel bad, but finish.
I
please.
hear like giving people a chance out of pity and then finding yourself severely, I don't want to say abused, but like mistreated in the process. And you're just like, shucks, I thought I was being a good person by giving you a shot. And like, I don't even want to say lowering myself, but like really giving myself to something that was not compatible with me at all. And I just wish that like I had a bit more of a backbone back then. And a sense of self-worth. I'm only learning what my worth is like now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's because of, years of going through things that were really not okay. But yeah, I would just say that to that young girl, your experience matters, and you're not a function for other people to heal, to be better, to experience joy. It's not your responsibility to make people happy or to heal people. It's your responsibility to be your authentic self. And to be real about who you are and respect that. And when a space doesn't respect who you are, to have the strength to move away. So, yeah, girl, because, it can set you back.
Okay. Do you feel like any relationship you maybe were in, whether it's romantic or friendship or even agency, for example, do you feel like any of those relationships, like there has been one that really took a toll on your career where it was like, it's affecting my career and I'll never let that stuff happen again?
Ooh, damn. I can't think of one.
Yeah.
I'm apprehensive to be like, I don't know if you get this feeling of getting tired when you're not meant to go somewhere. Like, let's say you've been invited to a place or by a friend or whatever, and you just get tired and you really don't want to go. But because of how it looks on the outside, and perhaps it's the place or the people that you've always wanted to be with or to interact with, you kind of silence that voice and you go to that party, and then you end up getting mugged or in some weird ass fight.
Because in your head you're like, it's fine, I'm gonna make a connection.
Yeah.
There's gonna be someone important there.
Yeah.
But now
but your body told you. And even the way in which maybe you were invited was like mad disrespectful, but you still went. You compromised that. So I won't say what and who, but I definitely went through something that was completely inappropriate.
Yeah.
And I came out and I spoke out about it. And it's sad that the leaders were misaligned in terms of their values, and some people had a bigger buck and they wanted to shut things down, and they didn't handle it in a way that was good. And I think that just, not to say that it stunted me, but I do feel like it brought unnecessary stagnation and animosity towards me for a person who actually went through something. And because I'm a people pleaser and I like to keep the peace, I think I gave people an opportunity to redeem themselves that they didn't deserve for too long. And they took advantage of that, but that was a lesson from God, and I think I garnered a lot of strength from that, and I'm very grateful that I was able to come out of that experience and feel like I learned something about people, about myself, and I just feel like I just want to be more of myself.
Good. Yeah. Everywhere. It doesn't matter how powerful you are, I'm going to be who I am. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love that. Final question, just out of curiosity, like, who are your friends in the industry, dude? Like, shout out your friends, man. Let us know who are the thugs and people you've worked with that you love, like.
Oh, yeah. I will say Sisnolazi Shange is definitely someone that I look up to in the industry. She played my mom on Outlaws, so shout out to you, as well as Babsiyabong Ashive. And then Ustandi Lenko is Zebra. Like, yo, I love her so much. Like, you love her. I love her. She's so amazing, dude. Like, she's got, like, a heart of gold. And recently, I wouldn't claim him as my friend. I hope we do develop a friendship. But Wiseman, I love you so much.
Really? Yeah, that's so random.
Yeah, what do you mean? Wiseman
that's so random. But like, genuine.
Wait, which Wiseman do you think I'm talking about?
I'm thinking the old one.
Which old one?
Now it's chat. They're gonna know I don't know who that is, bro. You have to cut the shit out.
Okay, no. Okay, it's not the Wiseman that you think.
There's a Wiseman that I know, bro.
Which is he short?
No, dude, this guy. Hold on. How much time do we have? I feel like our interview's gonna cut short. The camera's gonna kill our interview. There's a Wiseman that I know. I know that name. Like, I know that name. So if it's who I think it is, yeah,
no, this is not that one.
Yes, I knew what I was talking about. Not him.
Let me see.
This the guy that's in Shaka Ilembe.
No, not that one.
Also, he's so cute. But anyways, sorry. Oh God, I hope they don't see. Not him, right? Okay.
No, Wiseman Zita.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Zita.
So there's a friendship brewing there.
I hope so. I think he's so amazing. We had so much fun at the Don Julio Oscar celebration.
Aww.
And in general, I'm just such a huge fan of his work, and we've had interactions at like that Netflix event in December.
Yeah.
We had an interaction at what?
There were so many people there. It was so nice.
It was nice. So anyways, I was just like, yeah, I could vibe with you, and we had so much fun. So that's definitely a brewing friendship.
Okay. And final piece of advice for the girls watching this who look up to you, because people are here to watch you at the end of the day.
Yeah.
What do you want to say?
I would say, girl, like, just love yourself, like love on yourself, really prioritize what your needs are, and figure out what your actual, like, what's your number one? Like, figure out what your actual number one is, and then operate from that space of just, figuring out, is this going to compromise my number one? And you should be your number one. Your wellness, your career, your family, the healthy ones, that is. And yeah, just be honest with yourself, girl. You don't owe anybody anything. You don't owe them your body, your mind, your time. And people better come correct to you. So if they're not, that's a sign that you should dip.
Period. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We had a great guest. Amazing vibes. But guys, remember, shout out to Knorr for unlocking this episode. And remember to unlock your green flags. Let us know there in the comments what's your green flags and red flags in relationships. But we'll see you guys next time. Comment who you want to see next. Like, comment, share, subscribe.